Hey, what's going on YouTube? Today is April 14th, 2013, and I've just gone ahead and I've put together, it's the XYZ Symphony deck, although it's getting a new name today because I finally got to add in a bunch of the cards I've been wanting to add into this deck. And that's a lot of Gagaga monsters, which I got from my friend 0225 Vic. A link to his channel will be in the description. I suggest you check him out because he helped me to finish up this. Well, not really finish up. I'm waiting until June when the new starter that comes out and we get Gagaga Kid. That's going to be awesome. But anyway, you probably don't want to hear me rambling, so let's get straight to the deck. Alright. I haven't done this in a while. I especially haven't done this deck. So, we got 20 monsters. So let's start them off real quick. We have 3 Gagaga Magicians. This card is really awesome. He can change his level from anywhere between 1 and 8. He cannot be used as a synchro material, and there can only be one face-up Gagaga Magician on the field at a time. So it's a really awesome card, really great. Just a good way to bust out a whole bunch of different Xyz monsters. So really awesome card. We'll go ahead and I'll set one of him off to the side. Next up, we have 3 Gagaga Gardnas. This guy is pretty cool. Level 4, he's gonna, if you go ahead and you take a direct attack, if you would be attacked directly, you can go ahead and special summon this guy from your hand, and then as an added bonus, you can discard cards from your hand in order to negate its destruction by battle. So he's a really cool card. He's got 2000 defense, level 4, and overall just a very, very good card to go ahead and defend yourself with. Good hand trap, and it helps with the Gagaga engine. So, go ahead and set one of him off to the side too. Next up, we have 3 Goblindbergs. Goblindberg is one of my favorite monsters of all time. Basically, when this card is summoned, it allows you to special summon a level 4 or below monster, and then so that's really cool. It's a level 4 on its own. It allows you to special summon a second level 4 or below monster. So special summon a Gagaga or Gagaga Gardna, something go into an easy rank 4 Xyz. I think this guy could be like ultra rare or something. They should up their rarity. It's a really cool card, but not a lot of people use it. Set the guy up to the side. Next up, we're running 3 Sacred Cranes. Sacred Crane is pretty cool. If this card is ever special summoned, you get to draw a card. It's really good in combination with Goblindberg. Summon Goblindberg, Sacred Crane, draw a card. And obviously, instant rank 4 Xyz summon. So, really awesome card. Especially nowadays. Like before, before Synchros and Xyz, I don't think I would have wasted time trying to special summon Sacred Crane. Next up, we have level 3s. We have a Marshmallon and Spirit Reaper. These are really just there to kind of be walls. This one, Marshmallon, it's face down and it's attacked. When it flips face up, it deals 1000 damage to the opponent, and it can't be destroyed by battle. Spirit Reaper, he's really cool. Can't be destroyed by battle if he attacks directly and succeeds, deals some damage, then my opponent discards a random card from their hand. He also, he can't be destroyed by cards that target himself, but cards that target like Creature Swap or Smash and Ground, but cards that target more like Dark Hole, Mirror Force, that'll get rid of him. So he's overall just a very powerful card. We like Spirit Reaper, good card. Next up, we only have 6 monsters left. We're running 3 Gagaga Girls. Most people run 2. I like to run 3. Gagaga Girl is really cool. If she is used in an Xyz summon with another Gagaga monster, then you can target an opponent's monster, and that monster card attack points become 0 if this is used in an Xyz summon with another Gagaga monster. It can also copy the level of a face-up Gagaga Magician. So it's really cool if you have a level 8 Gagaga Magician. This card also can become level 8. So really great. I got that. I got those 3 from my good friend 0225 Vic. I'm just gonna start calling him Vic. I also got these last 3 from Vic. This is Gagaga Caesar. He cannot attack unless there's another Gagaga monster on the field. Let me go ahead. Once per turn, you can banish 1 monster from your graveyard that has a level. Level of all face-up Gagaga monsters you control become the level of that monster. This card cannot be used as synchro material. So it's a really cool card. Obviously, if I had this and like Gagaga Girl out in the field, I'd just banish the Gagaga Gardna or Gagaga Magician, and they would both become level 4. Alright, let's go ahead, set that to the side, and I'll get to the spell cards. Run a lot of spell cards in this deck. We run 3 Gagaga Bolts. If you control a face-up Gagaga monster, you can use this card to destroy any card on the field. So magic, monster, trap, what have you. It's a really awesome card. So that really doesn't need much explaining. Next up, we're running 3 Mystical Space Typhoon. We have a lot of back row hate. I hate back row. Compulsive, Bottomless, Solemns, all that stuff will just ruin your day. I played against when I played against people in Dev Pro. You know, like I'm always amazed. You know, I got Bottomless, Compulse, stuff face down, and nobody, like, people usually just run 2 Mystical Space Typhoons or none at all, and I don't understand that because you can't get your combos off because, you know, Bottomless, Solemn, it's like, well, suck. I like to be able to get rid of back row if at all possible before I make a move, and so that's why those are here. Next up, we are running 3 Double Summon. We don't have the Marauding Captains anymore, so Double Summon, it's a great way to get Gagaga Magician and Gagaga Girl out in the field at the same time. Basically, this card allows you to normal summon twice, so really cool card. I would run like Ultimate Offering, but you can only have one, and that can either get destroyed or there's a chance that you don't draw it, so that's why we don't run it. Next up is Dark Hole. Destroys all monster cards on the field. Monster Reborn. Bring back a monster from either you or your opponent's graveyard. Good card. Heavy Storm. Destroys all magic and trap cards on the field. It's like a Dark Hole, but for magic and traps. Next up we have Reinforcements of the Army, or Rhoda. This card allows you to search for a level 4 or lower warrior type monster and add it to your hand. So, i.e. our Gagaga Gardna, Goblindberhg, our Gagaga Caesar, stuff like that. So, really cool. Lastly, to round up the magic cards, the spells, we're running 1 Book of Moon. This card allows you to take a monster card on the field, flip it in the face down position. It's a quick play, so you can use it like a trap. It's good against stuff like Thunder Kings, Archlord Christias, pretty much anything that has some kind of nasty effect. Good against Zen mains, Evil Swarm Ophion, or Ophion is how I think it should be pronounced. PH mixed up. But anyway, just flip those monsters face down with really nasty effects. Now their effects can't be used, and you can just go ahead and run over them. Alright, now we're heading into the trap cards. We only have 6. We have 2 Compulsory Evacuation Device. Really awesome card. Your opponent can Space Typhoon it. Who cares? You can just chain it and return a monster card to the hand. That's all you gotta do. That's what it does. It just returns 1 monster card on the field to the hand. Really awesome card. Next up, we're running 2 Bottomless Trap Holes. If your opponent summons a monster or monsters, if they summon more than 1 monster at the same time, with 1500 attack or more, you activate this card. It destroys them and removes them from play. So it's really great. Lastly, to run out the traps, we're running 2 Call the Haunted. It's kind of like your Monster Reborn, but only allows you to revive a monster from your graveyard. And it is continuous trap, which means it can be destroyed, which would destroy your summoned monster. So you gotta be careful with that. These allergies are killing me. Alright, now we're gonna go to the extra deck. Now, the whole thing with the Gagaga monsters, I was going to add in a bunch of, like, my number 61 Volcasaurus and a few other cards, but I kind of want to wait till I get Gagaga Kid, and even then, this is kind of like the XYZ Symphony deck, and I figure if I start adding in a bunch of other cards, it'll become less and less a Symphony deck and more of just a Gagaga summon as many awesome monsters as I can deck. So I didn't change it. So here's the extra deck. We're running 3 number 39 Utopias. This card is really cool. It's a rank 4. It's got 2500 attack, 2000 defense. It takes 2 level 4 monsters. And during either player's turn, when one of your monsters or one of your opponent's monsters attacks, You can negate the attack by detaching one of his overlay units. If he gets attacked while he has no overlay units, he's automatically destroyed. So this is really good. Let's say you've attacked and your opponent goes, okay, I'll take that attack. But then during the damage step, I'm going to activate Shrink. Well, normally you would be able to just back out of the attack, but once you're in the damage step, you can't back out. Or maybe they used Honest. Again, you're not going to be able to back out because the effects activate during the damage step. That's where Utopia comes in. Just go ahead, detach one of his overlay units, negate that attack, and you can save your monsters. So really cool card. Next up, we're running 3 Muzurythm, the String Djinn. All the Djinns work together. They all have effects that power each other up. Muzurythm's pretty cool. When a Djinn monster you control attacks, you can go ahead and detach an overlay unit from Muzurythm, and you can double that Djinn's attack points till the end of the turn. So that's really cool. Obviously, if you use it on himself, Muzurythm is a base 1500 attack point monster. It requires 2 level 3 monsters. And so that automatically becomes 3000, which can climb over pretty much everything. It's overall a really great card. It's if you don't have the Acid Golem, this is a good substitute. You don't take 2000 points of damage, and you don't have to detach an overlay unit every turn, and then instead take 2000 damage. And you can still special summon while it's out in the field. So it's overall very, very great card. And I really like this guy. I'm going to put one of them out to the side. Next up, we are running 3 Tentempo, the Percussion Djinn. Everybody should run at least one of these. It's an excellent card in any deck. It takes 2 level 3 monsters. It has 1700 base attack. And once during either player's turn, you can detach an overlay unit from Tentempo, and then detach an overlay unit from an opposing monster. And then, for the overlay unit that was detached, each of your Djinn monsters gains 500 attack points. So, theoretically, you do it on your turn, and then you wait, your opponent goes, you take the second overlay unit, boom, all of your Djinns have just gained 1000 attack points, and that would bring him up to 2700, Muzurythm up to 1500, and obviously with Muzurythm's effect, double those, you get the idea. It's a really awesome card. Next up, we're running 3 Melomelody, the Brass Djinn. Melomelody is really cool. It's got 1400 attack, 1600 defense. It takes 2 level 3 monsters to summon. And by detaching an overlay unit from Melomelody, a Djinn monster that you control can attack twice this turn. So that's really cool. Obviously, you can use that in combination with Muzurythm, double Muzurythm's attack, have it attack twice during a turn. So overall, very good card. Lastly, to round up the Djinns, it's one that everybody uses and loves. It is Maestroke, the Symphony Djinn. This guy is like having 2 extra Book of Moons. Basically, it takes 2 level 4 monsters to Xyz summon. Once per turn, during your turn, you can go ahead, detach an overlay unit, flip an opponent's monster face down defense mode. This gets over stuff like, I know everybody's getting real worried about Opion. I don't know why. It's an okay card, but everybody's worrying about it. This is a good way out. Opion only has 1650 defense. Flip it face down with Maestroke and attack it over with Maestroke. Maestroke has a base attack points of 1800 with 2300 defense. Its second effect, if a Djinn monster would be destroyed either by battle or card effect, you can detach an overlay unit from that Djinn. And then, in return, that Djinn monster isn't destroyed. So it's a good way to protect himself and his friends. Really great card. So, obviously, let's say your opponent played Dark Hole, and maybe you had these 3 Djinns out in the field. Use Maestroke's effect, because maybe they all have overlay units left. Detach an overlay unit from each of them. Now you've saved them from being destroyed by the Dark Hole, and they've possibly gotten rid of all of their monsters. So that's a really cool effect. You can use Muzurythm's effect, double his attack points, then use her effect, make him attack twice. Just very good effect. They all work together. You can use Tentempo's effect to theoretically give them all an extra 1000 point boost. So it's just a very, very awesome family of cards. It's one of my favorite archetypes, and I hope we see a lot of support for it in the future. I know they have a lot of cards in the anime that Yuma uses for these cards, and I hope we get to see some of them printed. So there we go. Well, that was my XYZ Symphony, or no, my Gagaga Symphony deck profile, the first. I'm calling this the first because it's a whole new type of deck. Um, well, it's not a whole new type of deck, but you guys get what I mean. It's just a new name, Gagaga Symphony the first. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and hit that like button if you liked it. If you got any helpful suggestions, go ahead and please go ahead and tell me. Constructive criticism is always welcome. And if you have any requests as to deck profiles you'd like to see me to do, or if you need any help building a deck, or just suggestions, advice, go ahead and let me know, and I'll be glad to help and give my input. Other than that, this is the Junk Synchron Hero, signing out. Peace.